This news is funded by viewers like you. Please support our work at democracynow.org/give. Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. We're going to a Barnard professor, but we just learned that we're joined now, if we can reach him, by Akram al-Satarri, a Gaza-based journalist, talking to us from Rafah in southern Gaza. It's so hard to get him that we want to go directly to him if, in fact, he's on the line. Akram, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you so much for being with us. Can you just tell us what's happening right now in Rafah and in southern Gaza?
Well, it's extremely difficult to describe how difficult and volatile the situation in southern Gaza, Rafah and Khan Yunis area in particular. The area has been subjected to a complete shutdown of all communication system and a comprehensive jam of all communication, including the eSIMs that the Israeli authorities learned that the Palestinians using them to take and the truth to the world. The is heavier than every few seconds, a very heavy bombardment, very large destruction. I have just learned that the Palestinian Red Crescent Society, Al-Amal Hospital, Al-Amal means hope, Al-Amal Hospital was just hit. Around 22 people were killed because of that bombardment, and the Israeli occupation army is still bombarding the whole area. In Rafah, in Khan Yunis, in Deir al-Balah, in the Gaza central area, in Nusayrat, Al-Maghazi, Al-Burej, and also Juhr al-Dik area. So it's a very heavy, staying bombardment where 1-ton missiles, 2-ton missiles are hitting the houses and destroying whole blocks sometimes.
Can you, how difficult, I can't imagine how difficult it is for you as a journalist working in Gaza to be able to report. Could you talk about some of the problems that you face?
Well, one of the problems that I'm facing is that this complete lack of communication. We scheduled a meeting for your good selves. It was supposed to be starting around 2 hours ago, and because of that complete blackout of the communication, I could not join you. To the journal becomes the first and foremost priority. Journalists are people. Journalists are fathers. Journalists are brothers. Journalists are mothers. Journalists are supporting their friends. And trust me, I personally, I've been struggling to live. I've been moving from one area to another. I was asked to move from where I lived to another place. Then I was asked to move from that place to another place. So the whole Palestinians and journalists in particular, this is extremely challenging. Survival becomes the first priority. Even food, you don't know when they're going to hit. You don't know who they're going to hit. You don't know the reason of why they're hitting, but you might end up being targeted by them. Now you see the people walking down the streets. It's like people are going nowhere. Uncertain, they're confused, they are in fear because of the ongoing bombardment, and they end up killed even when they're walking, when they're sleeping, when they're trying to secure the food. The situation is there. And when it comes to the journalists, I was today in Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis, Nasser Medical Complex. I saw the journalists waiting because they don't have any communication whatsoever. They have been struggling to secure whatever connection they can. Me and 3 other journalists went to the hospital in the hope that we would find connection, find internet connection. We went down, we were trying. Now we could not make a connection till a few seconds ago when I could do a connection thanks to one international eSIM that I have. So it's a continuous struggle to live, it's a continuous struggle to survive, and it's a continuous struggle to secure the very basic need of journalists and their families as well. So it's no more a professional duty, so a professional and a humanitarian duty as well. And the journalists are torn apart between their duty towards their families and their duty also toward their career.
So why do you do it, Akram al-Satarri? Akram. Well, it looks like we lost Akram al-Satarri. We're going to try to get him back on, and we're going to post that interview at democracynow.org. He is a Gaza-based journalist, incredibly brave, very difficult to get this connection, talking to us from Rafah in southern Gaza. Democracy Now! Is funded by viewers like you. Please give today at democracynow.org/give.